History is not a straight line. We like to think of it that way. Cavemen, then farmers, then villages, then writing, then everything we call civilization, each step neatly following the last. But every few decades, something gets pulled out of the ground that breaks that timeline completely. Something built too early, something too advanced, something that, by every rule we thought we understood, should not exist. Here are 5 of them. And by the end, you may never look at human history the same way again. Let's start in southeastern Turkey on a quiet hilltop the locals once called Göbekli Tepe, Belly Hill. In 1994, German archaeologist Klaus Schmidt came to take a second look at a site that had been dismissed 30 years earlier as an unremarkable medieval cemetery. What he found instead rewrote the opening chapter of human civilization. Buried beneath the hill were massive T-shaped limestone pillars, some standing up to 18 feet tall and weighing as much as 50 tons each, arranged in deliberate circles and carved with images of foxes, lions, and birds. Here's the part that stopped historians cold. Construction is believed to have begun somewhere between 11,500 and 12,000 years ago, built not by farmers or settled villagers, but by hunter-gatherers, people who, according to everything taught in textbooks, were not supposed to be capable of large-scale, coordinated construction. That means Göbekli Tepe predates Stonehenge by roughly 6,000 years. It predates the pyramids by nearly 7,000. It even predates the invention of writing. And the site is still mostly buried. Only about 10% of Göbekli Tepe has been excavated, and archaeologists estimate it could take roughly 150 years to uncover the rest. We are not looking at the whole picture. We may not be for another century. In 1901, sponge divers exploring a Roman-era shipwreck off the coast of a small Greek island pulled up something that, at first, nobody understood. A corroded lump of bronze, gears fused together by 2,000 years underwater. It would take almost a century of study and eventually X-ray and CT scanning to figure out what they had actually found: a mechanical computer, a device built around 100 BCE using a complex system of interlocking bronze gears capable of predicting eclipses, tracking the cycles of the moon, and modeling the movement of the 5 planets visible to the naked eye. Nothing of this complexity appears again in the historical record for over 1,000 years. Somewhere in the ancient world, someone had already built it. And then the knowledge simply vanished. Walk through almost any modern city and you'll see it. Concrete cracking, crumbling after 50 or 60 years of use. Now travel to Rome and stand beneath the dome of the Pantheon. It has stood, essentially unreinforced, for nearly 2,000 years. For a long time, this looked like a lost recipe. Then researchers found the actual mechanism, a specific volcanic ash mixed with lime in a way that created small mineral structures inside the concrete itself. When seawater seeped into tiny cracks, it reacted with leftover lime deposits and effectively healed the crack from within. Roman concrete was not just durable, it was self-repairing. We did not improve on this. We forgot it, then spent 2,000 years building things that don't last nearly as long. Now to something stranger. Housed today at Yale University is a small, unassuming book, roughly 600 years old, written entirely in a script that matches no known language, living or dead. Its pages are filled with flowing, looping text alongside illustrations, strange plants that don't correspond to any known species, diagrams of stars that don't map cleanly onto the night sky, and pages showing small human figures bathing in green liquid, connected by tubes and pipes. It has been studied by professional cryptographers for over a century. Some of the same codebreakers who helped crack Germany's Enigma cipher during World War II took a pass at it. Nobody has cracked it. Some researchers believe it's an elaborate hoax. Others believe it may encode a real language we simply haven't matched yet, or a private code whose key was lost centuries ago, along with whoever wrote it. Either way, somebody sat down 600 years ago and built something so well constructed that it has outlasted every attempt to take it apart.